I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at Broward General Hospital. My parents were Valerie Brown Reed and Harrell Brown. I grew up in the northwest section of Fort Lauderdale. By the age of 5 years old, my parents divorced, and my sister and I lived with our mother, whom raised us throughout the years. Both parents went on to marry and have additional children. Growing up, I can remember my grandparents were a huge support system in my life, as well as my sister. My mother was a single mother working and attending college. My sister and I were attended to by grandparents. Family was a strong point in my life. I experienced numerous family gatherings of all kind. Spirituality was the glue to our family, and I often went to church. My mother was a very beautiful woman, outside as well as inside. Early in her life, she fought through many circumstances. My father was a strong, reliable, loving, and accountable father, sacrificing a career as a potential professional boxer to provide for our family. After their divorce, my mother tried to pick up the pieces the best she could by fighting through school and working various jobs. Eventually, she remarried, and we gained a bonus father who became a source of strength and support as we transitioned into a new family. My father was absent and attending to his new family. This was a painful part, because he dissociated from my sister and I for many years, which he stated that this was the best way to cope and allow my mother the space to move on with her life. However, my sister and I experienced the growing pains of emotional neglect and trying to discover self-identity, as well as coping with the loss of our own biological father. During my time as a child, I would somewhat be content and happy, not realizing I needed the bonds of parental guidance as well as a strong, nurturing parent. I would often fantasize about a life that I was rich with lots of clothes and toys. This identity loss followed me throughout my early childhood, into adolescence, as well as my early adulthood. I was angry and experienced bouts of depression, which I wasn't even aware of. By the age of 13, I could remember writing suicide notes to myself and continuing to entertain self-defeating thoughts. My biggest coping mechanism and mental medicine was my faith in God. As a small child, I would have conversations with God, so my relationship with God carried on throughout my childhood, adolescence, well into my adult years. I worked early in life by the age of 13, which gave me a foundation of self-discipline and motivation. At 16, My mother paid for me to attend modeling class, so this was a self-esteem booster, which brought a huge positive perspective about myself. I suffered from self-esteem issues because I was very, very thin. And I was bullied in middle school as well as high school about my underweight. By 12th grade, I fought through the dark entities of depression and went on to attend Broward Community College year after high school. Although I had a passion and a drive for college, I wasn't ready to take on the academic challenges due to the struggles of mental duress. Yet, I went on to attend Oral Roberts University, which was bitter and sweet as well. As this time, I was very spiritually conscious and I had a zeal to stay in tune, to stay true to my faith in God. During my times as a young adult, I longed for healthy relationships with a man, which again, my lack of identity. I looked to my fantasy, dreaming of a perfect fairy tale man. It is here I met my ex-husband at church. I admired him being 12 years my senior. He brought what I considered as a father figure image as well as a sense of provider, also protector. I was drawn into his spiritual connection and wisdom. Yet there was a dark side to my relationship. Again, I dissociated from reality and created what I believed to be the perfect life with this man. It was a rocky courtship because he was trying to heal from scars in his life. He experienced much pain from his past, which included self-medication and incarceration issues. Yet I decided to marry him against the blessings of my family. I eloped. I thought it was easier this way. Just escape from my family dysfunction. During my marriage, I had 2 beautiful children, Daniel and Mariah Williams, who brought me joy within those years. My marriage was very, very toxic. And we struggled to find our identity. He spent most of his time on the road and I was home with the children. When my kids were toddlers, I experienced panic attacks and spent many moments at the ER, not even understanding how to manage them. Finally, I was told I had issues with anxiety and stress and given medication to manage it. Again, I decided to turn to my faith. Due to the effects of psychotropic drugs, I knew I wanted an alternative which included holistic and spiritual intervention. So I meditated and prayed, also exercised and changed my eating habits to regain my mental stability. It wasn't easy, yet I fought through it. Furthermore, I had the opportunity to begin school again. I attended Phoenix University and went on to Nova University, where I finished a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and psychology. The road to my finishing my degree was extremely challenging. I had marriage issues, raising young children, managing my health, and financially trying to remain stable. Further, engaging in a few years of therapy. I finally finished obtaining my master's degree and went on to work for several community mental health agencies between Florida and the state of Ohio. During the road to complete my master's degree, I divorced my husband and experienced the pain of divorce. The pain of divorce was a brutal corporate culprit in my life, as well as my children's. Nonetheless, we came together as a united threesome. My children are now currently enrolled as college students, reaching their goals to success. As a woman of faith, I will continue to persevere and allow God to move mountains, obstacles, and open doors on this life's journey.
As of today, I am a single 49-year-old woman who is the proud owner of Perfect Peace Coaching, LLC, which includes behavioral health coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, and career coaching. Through my fears, tears, and painful struggles, my faith in God has given me the credit and has centered my life as a professional regarding this inroad. I, Elisa Williams, this is the journey of my life.